All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and go over the wordiness questions here. And this is from B04, so we've already done the practice with the packet that are specified practice. And now this is just extra practice, okay? And that's the whole goal right here, is just to do some extra practice. So we're going to just start right from the beginning, the first question of the AEC, of the wordiness ones on this passage. You should be using this document here, the B04 question types, where things are broken down. And so we're using the wordiness questions. So down here, 6, 25, 29, 35, 36, 38, and 68. Okay, that's a really good deal too, by the way. The more of those questions, that's a good deal for us. So number 6, I'm just going to kind of look at this and take it for you. Starts right here. Zhang, Hosheng, and Stone wondered why the workers chose to slide the stones on sledges instead of using carts. First, that sounds just fine. There's nothing grammatically wrong with that. But then we need to go over here, and we notice that the no change option and then G, H, and J all really say the same thing. Underline says Stone wondered why. G says Stone themselves wondered about the reason for why. H, Stone, who were researchers, wondered why. Stone asked why and for what reason. That seems exceptionally redundant. You know what I mean? So it doesn't make any sense. This is just too wordy. This one has 3 words. They have a bunch. So that's why it's going to be no change. Okay. On 25, it's our next one. It's over here. It says she labored by, you'll have to figure out which word to use there. She labored by what was at the time the world's largest collection. Okay, largest stellar spectra, largest globally, largest. Notice world's largest. So we may be wondering, like, wow, maybe I do need to mention that it's the world's largest. But if you actually look later in the sentence, it says collection of the stellar spectra on the photographic plates in the world. Do we really need to see world and world twice? We don't. So be just fine with go with D there. Okay. We go on to 29. Here it says, instead she took the position. And we look at our options. Whoops, sorry. Here it says, instead she took the position. And then on the option said, had her say in the matter, put pen to paper saying, went ahead and told everyone. Took the position is just the simplest way to say that. It's also the shortest way to say that. And that's why it is no change. 35. It's another one. Anytime that you're going to get these kind of transition words, it's usually the one with no transition word. So we really, to figure out if we need a transition word or not, we need to read the sentence before. It says, in making audience a part of the play, theater for one epitomizes intimate theater, a movement that has seen a recent rise in popularity. Meanwhile, intimate theater collapses the wall. In contrast, we don't need any of these. As a result, it's a continuation of a thought. So we don't need to transition one way or the other. Okay. 36 is another one of these. Audience involvement can be physical or verbal. Audience involvement can take the form of either physical involvement or of being verbal instead. Oh my gosh, that is super wordy. Fall into 2 categories of being considered physical or verbal. Be by either a physical or verbal method of involvement. Simple answer here, folks. I know you're taught by a lot of your teachers to say it longer, but that's not good. Good writing is concise. Okay. 38. Right here, sentence starts here. People could walk in on a scene already in progress. Okay. People could walk in a scene that was already in the process of being performed for anyone who might enter. What? People could walk in on a scene from the story that the actors were already in the process of performing. From Poe's story that had already been started but not yet finished. Oh my goodness. Simple answer here. Okay, let's keep it simple. And our last one is 68 of this grouping. Right here. We want to read the whole sentence, so we really need to start right here. Then the mosquito, which appears to use its long legs and wings to twist free from the droplet and smoothly glide off and away from the droplet. Glide off and away. Glide away. Why can't it just glide away? Off, free of the droplet. Freely. If it's going away, we assume it's going to be free, so you know what I mean? That's the way it's going to be. Okay? And it would help if you get 67 correct. That would actually make it a little bit easier to do that right. But anyway, so those are wordiness questions on B04.